Hello and welcome to Travel Smart, your weekly guide to the best of the world from the travel team at The Independent.
We aim to inspire, entertain and inform you all about the industry of human happiness.
And there are few places to be happier than on one of the islands of the Caribbean. Whether you're seeking adventure, culture or simply a pristine white sand beach on which to dream the days away, there's an island waiting for you. But which one?
Singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
Let's start with Barbados, by far the most popular island in terms of the flights from the UK. The most glamorous area is the sheltered west coast, with resorts like Sandy Lane and Cobbler's Cove ready to deliver your holiday dreams. For travellers without platinum credit cards, the south coast is the place to be, in and around St Lawrence Gap, halfway between the airport and the island's capital, Bridgetown. As always, if you book a proper package holiday, flights and accommodation combined, you'll get top-grade consumer protection as well as excellent value. Barbados has plenty of culture too. Historic Bridgetown and its garrison is inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List as an outstanding example of British colonial architecture.
I'm a big fan of the other English-speaking Caribbean islands, particularly Antigua, Grenada, St Lucia and Tobago. Antigua is rich in heritage, while the other three enjoy spectacular scenery, with opportunities to hike through the rainforest. One island we'd recommend that you can't fly to direct is Dominica, not to be confused with the big and touristy Dominican Republic. Small, friendly and off the circuit of big cruise ships, there are some excellent all-inclusive resorts in Dominica, particularly at the eastern end. My favourite Caribbean island is probably Jamaica, whose scale and geographical diversity makes it ripe for exploration. The music of Bob Marley provides a soundtrack to exploring the cool green hills and meeting the friendly people of this beautiful island.
Budget and Caribbean don't always go well together, but I'm a big fan of the Dutch-speaking island of Aruba off the coast of Venezuela. It offers excellent value as well as terrain and towns that reward exploration. Another Dutch territory, St Martin, shares an island with France, with Guadeloupe and Martinique being fully fledged overseas départements. They provide a different vibe to much of the rest of the Caribbean and for my money have some of the best food and drink.
The largest and most diverse Caribbean island is Cuba. Not the easiest to reach, with most trips requiring a change of plane, but from the joyful atmosphere of Old Havana to some superb diving on the Isle of Youth, Cuba has so much to offer. It's the one Caribbean island where I recommend a fly drive trip to see every dimension, or sign up for an organised trip to discover the parts that many tourists miss. Let me personally recommend the cities of Trinidad, Sancti Spiritus and Santiago, where the pace of life slows exquisitely. Time for a couple of quick travel questions. Simon, Jane would like to know, is September a good time to visit Barbados?
Well, you're certainly going to find good value because September is pretty much in the middle of the storm season, which runs from June to November. If you're planning to explore some of the great culture and heritage of that beautiful island, a really good idea because you're not going to get the throng of visitors that comes in generally during the rest of the year from all the cruise ships. In September, they're all in the Mediterranean.
Great. And another question, this time from John. He would like to know, is it possible to visit a string of Caribbean islands using the local ferries?
Wouldn't it be wonderful if there was a whole network of ferries running all the way from Trinidad through the Eastern Caribbean along to the Dominican Republic, across to Cuba and so on? Well, you haven't got anything like that, I'm afraid. It's not the Greek islands. Yes, there are individual ferries from Trinidad to Tobago. There's a company called L'Express des Îles, which will take you from St. Lucia to Martinique to Dominica to Guadeloupe, and there's a whole network around the US Virgin Islands. You've got nothing very coherent, I'm afraid.
Sounds to me like perhaps a Caribbean cruise is a way to get around the islands.
Certainly is, but not in September.
That's all we've got time for, but please do get in touch with personal recommendations on your favourite Caribbean islands and journeys.
For all the latest travel news, reviews and advice, go to independent.co.uk/travel, and do have a listen to my daily travel podcast.
See you next time.